Is it on? Is we on? You are back. Thank you so much. Like I said in my last video, I appreciate everybody who's supported me, anybody who's helped assisted me, anybody who's reposted my video. Shout out to you. Shout out to anybody who's, you know, putting my name out there and really doing the groundwork, being a real bitch. All right, so we're getting into Bobby Light's I Love You Purr. It really starts off at the eliminations this episode. So as the episode is going, leaving off where Bakari hits Rail. Rail is kind of like taken aback. Then Rail goes in for the kill, but I don't think Rail was able to reach Bakari because it was so much security at that point. And we're also leaving off at the fact that we're still stuck on the fact that Jameson did kiss Tony's caretaker. However, do I believe that it went further than a kiss? Could that kiss have went further than a kiss? Do we think so? Who knows, really? Let me know what you think in the comments. As this show is going on, they're also having this weird thing where they want to pick on Big Purr, and they ask Big Purr to do a couple of push-ups for Bobby.
It's a trap. No, it's a trap, and I'm not gonna react to this book.
And at that point, it just was like, y'all are just messing with this man. Y'all just want to see him do a whole bunch of do too much and not enough. That's what it is. Get the gun. And Roland Ray making that man walk up and down the stairs more than once. Like, y'all are not funny. It was a little bit funny, but come on now. Y'all messed up. Then we kind of cut after elimination. Nobody really was sent home. Them on the stairs, smoking. Rerun is basically telling them he's not hitting none of their blunts or something like that, saying that they're grossing. They go in and really being real braggadocious at the steps. So then we kind of cut to Mikey saying that he doesn't really like Mason because Mason's been talking about everybody in that house, and I'm just thinking, like, y'all are worried about the wrong thing. It's like, why do you, like, y'all are not really here to be friends. Y'all are here for, it's a competition. So if somebody says something, oh well, leave it alone, because at the end of the day, you're not here to impress this person. You're here for of him talking about what he doesn't like about Mason, literally walking up, and Mikey just goes for the kill. Yeah. So Mikey goes in, him and Mason starts fighting, he's pulling his dreads. Then that's when Soul walks in and he's trying to break it up, trying to keep everybody away from each other. Then Mikey runs up again. Then they ended up getting Mikey over to where the pool is at, and Mikey is really telling a story about how, you know, he sexually assaulted and had to fight for his life in his past life, which is understandable. But in this case, it didn't even come off like really as a threatening way. Mason seemed like he walked in very inviting, and I don't think he was ready for what you brought to him, Mikey. But Mikey is funny. As far as the sexual, I do feel really bad for Mikey, and I hope that, you know, if he does still need the help, he gets the proper help that he deserves and the support from his family or anybody else that's in his life. In the midst of all of that, Big Purr feels like that Mason was saying a couple things as well. So while Big Purr is trying to get to Mason, it's not really happening. It's a whole bunch of people, I guess, that's blocking him from getting to Mason. So Big Purr decides to walk around the house and run up on Mason from the back. And Mason sees him and then runs up. Some way, somehow, Big Purr flips and falls in the bushes.
Hey, boy. Boy, ain't no motherfucking way, bro.
He speaks on, in the midst of it, we speak about Mikey speaking on his PTSD from being sexually assaulted. I can agree with Track as far as maybe if you're still going through these issues, maybe you shouldn't be in the house. Maybe you need to be somewhere trying to figure out whatever it is that you have going on to make yourself feel better. I know a lot of people don't really believe in therapy, but I've never taken therapy. However, my mother always tells me that I do need therapy. But I do believe therapy is something that needs to be, it shouldn't be taken lightly. I think every human being in the world needs therapy, especially someone going through PTSD. Then we cut to them doing the challenge. It's the gay llama challenge. I guess he thought it was unicorns, but it wasn't unicorns. It was a bunch of llamas.
Fat, get from over here.
Not a bunch of llamas and you thought they was unicorns. I'd be like, so basically what the challenge was, they needed to float on these llamas in the pool and wrestle each other off of the llama. So that's basically what was done in the show. So basically the winners were Miss Mama's won, Hercules won. They tried to say Hercules cheated. Hercules is Randy, by the way. Crouton, who was Mikey, won. He went twice and won both. He did Go Hard and he ended up doing, who else did he do? He did Go Hard and it was someone else that he did. I think he did Roland Ray. And after both were done, Roland Ray just kept saying, that cracker don't break. I'm ready to punch Roland Ray. Rerun went against Jameson. You didn't win the fight with Jameson the first time. I don't know what made you think you was winning this. So, Rerun lost, and of course, he's a sore loser about it all. Did I mean to? I also want to mention that
what you
when Bobby asked Rerun to give him a kiss, you could see pissed off in Jameson's face. It was all right here. He was pissed. What else happened? After the challenge, we get back to eliminations for the second eliminations, and 3 people were told that they will go home. That's when Mason kind of steps up and says, well, I have other things that I need to take care of, and I have to go. I mean, if you have other things that needed to be taken care of that was more important than what you were there for, by all means, I support. But if you did plan on winning Bobby fair and square, I do believe you should have stayed. But I get it, like, if you had other things that needed to be completed or other issues, family problems. I don't know why people always act like I really was a fan of Mason. I did like his smile. It's not a joke. I don't be saying that just to gas people up. I really did. So he left. The most important thing in the world, if it's issues with your family, forget this and go handle what you gotta handle. Respect Mason for kind of doing that. I didn't understand why everybody was acting like, oh, what? Honestly, I wish I would have gotten more of Mason because I feel like Mason really was entertaining to me and I really did like his smile. So Mason ends up leaving. I know during the challenge, Bobby says Rel is not really enough, so she made Rel get on his knees and sing. And Track was trying to act like, what you doing, what you doing, what you doing, what you doing? That's my job. That's what I do. I don't understand this. And boy ended up being kicked off because he didn't understand why he kissed the handler. I don't understand it why Jameson would kiss him. Knowing that he was on the show, he said he was drunk, and however, I do know that I've just paying attention and watching the other Zeus Network employees' lives and stuff, you know that Zeus does feed them drinks, and maybe he was drunk, and in the so happenstance of being drunk, you didn't decide to kiss the handler, the caretaker, the wheelchair pusher.
Hey, bitch, shut the fuck. Matter of fact, get from over here.
First of all, Bobby called out for Jameson to be escorted. And why did every man on that cast jump up to escort Jameson out? I'm sure Bobby was speaking to security. Leave it alone. He ends up telling Mason ends up leaving. Oh, it was Miss Mama's. Miss Mama's ended up going home. Mason ended up leaving. Miss Mama's was sent home. She tried to pump fake and act like he was sending Jameson home. I think Bobby don't want to let Jameson go. I wouldn't want to let him go neither. In the process, Rerun definitely got his own room back. Andre got his own room, even though he keeps saying he's going to be upstairs with Bobby. And he's making sure y'all definitely know that. After those two were sent home, or those two went home, was it for the episode. Then we cut to the next episode, Jocelyn, the Puerto Rican princess. The next episode, they're supposed to be stripping for Bobby's love type shit. And then they're supposed to watch them strip. They get a little freaky deaky. I do think it is a little drama, of course, always is. That's kind of how the show ended. Tune in next time, my further review on the next episode. Next episode, when it comes on, I'm trying to be a little bit better with dropping my videos. I definitely want to start dropping my videos on Monday instead of dropping them Friday the next week when the next episode comes out. So I'm definitely going to start dropping my videos a little bit earlier than what I do now. Bear with me. Thank you so much for support. Thank you for everything. We'll tune in next time for the next week. I will try to record that night so that I can have the video posted Monday. For the next episode, I will be tuned in and I will be providing my review. For watching my video, thank you for tuning in to the Tastefully Ignorant channel. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Click that post notification bell so you get notified every time I drop a video. And see you soon.
Yeah. I'm taking off like a rocket, huh? Never thought I would be glad that I dropped out of college, huh?